What are the various factors affecting price elasticity of demand? First one is nature of commodity. What does nature of commodity means? We know that there are three types of commodities: necessities, comforts, and luxuries. Necessities, demand for which cannot change. We need that commodity in any case, like food, water. We can't live without that, right? That is necessity. That is necessity of life. And demand for these commodities is very less elastic. That means even though prices of these commodities will increase, you have to consume that commodities. So you can't change their demand. So these are very less elastic. And these are essential for survival of human beings. And next one is comfort. Comfort, like you take cooler. In these days, car is a comfort. It is required for even day-to-day activities. Then fan, table. Fan is necessity these days because temperatures are very, very high. Then comforts, in comforts you take cooler, right? You take car. These are things which comes under the comforts. And for demand, demand for comfort is unitary elastic because comforts increase the efficiency of person. It increase the efficiency, effectiveness of work. If environment will be suitable, then you will work more efficiently. That's why the demand for these commodities is unitary elastic. That means as the prices decrease, we demand more. The demand for these commodities increases. But for luxuries like AC, bungalow, or gold, demand is comparatively elastic. Demand for these commodities increase when prices are very prices decrease. Like gold, if it decrease, prices of gold decrease sharply, only then its demand increases, right? These are more elastic. Price decreases and demand for these commodities increases comparatively more as compared to decreasing price. Then uses of commodities, they also affect the elasticity of demand. If a product has a large number of uses, then with decrease in price, we use that product in many uses, many alternate uses which that product has, like milk that can be used for making curd, butter, cheese, even sweets. If price of milk will decrease, we will use milk for preparation of curd, butter, cheese, and other sweets. So its demand will increase. That means if any commodity has alternate or large number of uses, then its demand will increase comparatively more as compared to decreasing price. Then if substitutes are available, like I already explained to you that Pepsi and Coke, tea and coffee, if price of a given commodity decreases but the price of substitute remains constant, then demand for a given commodity increases comparatively more because people will start consuming the given commodity in place of its substitute. Then time element. Time element, like if a product is demanded for the shorter period of time, like if you want to consume, let it be perishable goods, then its demand will be comparatively inelastic. But if the product is demanded for the longer run, then demand is comparatively more elastic, like durable goods, car, like you can take refrigerator, car, which are durable, which can be used for longer period of time. Demand for these products is more elastic as compared to demand for the products which are used in shorter run. Because there is one reason that in long run, there is change in taste, preferences, and habits. But in short run, you can't change your taste, preferences, and habits. So in short run, demand is comparatively inelastic as compared to long run. Then habits of consumer that also affect elasticity of demand. If consumer is habitual of given commodity, then its demand will be inelastic. If you are habitual of taking tea every day, then generally there is headache of the people who are habitual of taking tea and don't take tea one day, then they feel that they have headache. That means their demand is comparatively inelastic. They can't live without tea at that time. That means if even though prices of tea will increase, they have to consume that. Then income of consumer, if income of consumer is very high or very low, that is in extreme cases, then demand will be inelastic. Because if the income of consumer is very high, then it will not affect the demand of commodities even though their prices will increase. But if income is very low, even though demand will be inelastic because consumer is already consuming necessities and demand for necessities will not change even though prices will increase. In both the cases, when demand income is very high or low, then demand of given product or demand for a given product that remains inelastic. But if the moderate income is there, then consumer is consuming comforts or other commodities which are not only necessities, then there will be comparatively elastic demand. Then price level, obviously, which are things which are of very low price like salt, matchbox, the demand will not change much with fluctuation in their prices. The demand will be inelastic. But things which are of very high price like diamonds, jewelry, or you can say Mercedes, then their demand will be highly comparatively inelastic, comparatively elastic. Then their prices will fluctuate, then their demand will change more as compared to things which are of very low price. Then postponement of use of commodity. If the demand for a given commodity can be postponed, like if you have to purchase car and you know that its price will decrease in near future, you will postpone your demand. You have to purchase furniture and you know that its demand will its price will decrease in near future, then you will postpone its demand. That means postponement of demand is possible in case of durable goods like car, furniture. But if demand can't be postponed, like you have to take food, you know that food will be available at cheaper rate next month, but you can't postpone your demand because you can't live without food. You have to spend on clothes, right? Which are necessities. You have to spend on electricity. You have to spend on fuel for the conveyance. That is which things without which you can't even survive. Demand for that commodities will be inelastic. Then proportion of income spent on the commodity. If proportion of income spent is very small, then demand will be inelastic because you will not feel change in prices. There will be no change in demand with change in prices of that commodities like salt, like newspaper. Proportion of income spent is very less on these commodities, right? If you spend a large proportion of your income on given commodity, like laptop, house, or car, then their demand will be comparatively elastic. Then if things are demanded jointly, that like car and petrol, pen and ink, then their demand will be comparatively inelastic. Like let it be prices of petrol increases, but you have car, you have to purchase petrol, right? You have no other option. You have pen, and prices of ink increases, you have to purchasing. Demand will be inelastic in that case. Then next is measurement of elasticity of demand. Topic of factors of elasticity of demand, I think that is clear to you. If there are any queries, you are most welcome.